Hi guys, and welcome to my 21-week pregnancy vlog. We are officially over halfway there, which is amazing. And as I say every week, I'm just excited. I'm not scared, I'm not nervous, I'm not wishing this to be longer. Although I love being pregnant, I've definitely just loved it. I'm definitely more excited to actually have this baby in my arms. So baby is the size of, what is baby the size of this week? I think they called it a pomegranate, but I've never seen a pomegranate that was 10.5 inches long. Just saying, that's kind of weird. But yeah, baby is 10.5 inches. It grew 4 inches in 1 week, which I was very surprised by because it's basically kind of been like half an inch or an inch at the most, and this week was 4 inches. So that was amazing. I definitely could feel differences. There was 2 days, I think it was Sunday and Monday, where I just felt huge. Like if I ate, we would go to sit down to eat like a meal, and as soon as I had my first bite, I was full. I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I just need to eat. So then I would eat because I need to nourish my body and my baby. And then I just felt huge. Like I just felt, I don't want to say bloated but I guess that's the best way I can describe it. I just felt bloated. Like I felt very stretched. I felt very full. I felt like there was no room for anything. And like, it just was not a good 2 days, which was not fun at all. So we went for a couple walks just to kind of like get my body moving, to like maybe that was causing it. But even after the walk, I just didn't feel that good. I felt very short of breath because I felt so full. So I don't know if it was just because baby had a growth spurt and my body was just rapidly trying to keep up with it. I don't know really what happened, but yeah, it definitely was uncomfortable for those 2 days, Sunday and Monday. So I just stayed home because I had Sunday off and then Monday was Labor Day. So I only had to go to work for a couple hours and then I was home all day. So that worked out really well because the 2 days I felt gross, I was off. So that worked out well. And then other than that, felt baby moving a lot more. There's still some random days where like it's a lot calmer, but there was a Tuesday I was at work and I was at the cache instead of in the back baking. And so I was sitting for most of it. And I definitely felt baby move all day long. So that was cool because I haven't really had a chance to do that because for the most part I'm either sleeping or I'm working. So not that I'm like extra tired or anything. It's just like those 2 days, Sunday, Monday, like kind of wore me out. So I was sleeping. So Tuesday to actually like be awake and sitting for like most of the day, I was able to feel baby all day long, which is really, really cool. And then I noticed this when we went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy last week. I think we went to go see it on Thursday. Baby really was moving during the movie and I was like, oh, this is fun. And then Tuesday night we went to go see The Giver. And so we saw that movie and the whole time baby was just like playing the drums on the inside of my stomach. It was just moving and grooving and kicking and twirling. I don't know what it was doing in there, but definitely is a movie buff like mommy and daddy. So I think that was really cool. And it was fun because Amanda commented and said that Forrest used to do the same thing when he was inside her, that whenever they went to go see a movie, he would be moving around. So my guess is that it's a combination of like the sound of the movie theater being so loud that baby is awake for it and can hear it. But I also think it's because of sugar. I had Twizzlers and some Snickers and some Pops, so more sugar than what I normally have. So I think that kind of just like jolted baby awake. So that was really, really fun though, just being there for the full 2 hours and being like, oh my goodness, like baby is really moving. Because for the most part, when baby starts moving, it's like a couple little jabs here and there, like on either side of my stomach. I'm poking my stomach as I do this. Sorry if I'm bothering you. But yeah, and then like it's a couple minutes in between, or like it'll do it for a couple minutes and then there's nothing for like maybe 15 minutes and then something else. So it was cool to be able to like just constantly be feeling it. So finally at one point I just grabbed Brad's hand and I just put it on my stomach and like the baby was just still, because I think I've told you that before, when you put your hand on the stomach the baby kind of shies away, but it was just having so much fun that I guess it didn't notice it, so Brad was able to feel it as well throughout the movie. So that was really cool. That was fun. And I think maybe that also had something to do with like the growth spurt as well. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, but yeah, but baby definitely moved a lot more this week, so that was fun. Whew, out of breath. So baby now is basically just growing. There's not as many facts like in the beginning. There's so many things that are developing and forming, but now on our baby app basically just says like, yep, baby's growing. Like that's all that's really happening this week. Nothing crazy fun. It is swallowing amniotic fluid that, like I said last week, still doing that, and that's what's gonna poop out the ugly meconium tar poop, which is really exciting. But other than that, the most exciting thing that happened this week was yesterday, which is why I'm filming this video today and uploading it today as well, so I'm hoping I get it all done. But yesterday we went for our 21-week ultrasound appointment. So the first one we had was at 8 weeks, and baby looked like a little kidney bean. It barely tell it was a baby. and this is the second one that we've had, and this will be the last one as long as everything's good. So the 21-week ultrasound is when they scan for everything, basically making sure that baby has 2 arms, 2 legs, like the heart is formed, the head is good, like just checking everything out and making sure that baby looks really good. So it's a much more intensive scan. I say that lightly because it wasn't really intense, but it was interesting the difference between the beginning and now the middle, because at the beginning your uterus is like tiny still, it's way down low, so when they're scanning it, it's just a small little area and doesn't take very long, and it's like, yep, baby's there, heartbeat's there, good, because they can't really check for anything else. They check for size and that's about it. But at this one, it was like my whole stomach, the gel was going like all over. She measured like the whole uterus, like all the way around, top to bottom. I think just to check the size of that and make sure it's all healthy and everything's good in there. And then she checked baby, as I said, like measurements and weights and just everything and making sure that's good. So it took a good like 20 minutes, me just laying there and her just checking it all out. And like I said, it was just funny seeing like the difference that happens as baby has grown, and there's just so much more to look at now. So after she had finished the scan, she called Brad in, and then she showed us baby, and that was the coolest thing ever. Unfortunately, she had someone who was right after me, so I think that kind of sped her up because we only really got to see it for like 2 minutes. I was hoping it'd be like 5 and like just kind of spend more time, but it was amazing. I mean, I guess 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes wouldn't have been long enough. I could have just stared all day, but she showed us baby, and we saw baby move its arm. And then the spine was what I was so surprised was extremely detailed and outlined. Like we could see every little vertebrae on its spine, which I thought was really cool. It's not something that I'd noticed on other ultrasounds that I had just seen on either YouTube or other people's pictures. I guess it's just because it's not my baby and I wasn't looking for it, but that was the first thing that I saw. It was like, wow, this baby's got a good backbone. So that's really cool. And yeah, we saw everything, little baby's pointy little nose and its lips and its head, and as I said, its arms. And Brad was really tempted to find out the sex because we aren't. And so the whole way there, he's like, are you sure? Can I just look? Can I just know? Can we just know? We won't tell anyone. I was like, no, like I really, really want to keep it a surprise. Like we've done really well. We haven't felt tempted. Of course we're feeling tempted because we're coming today, but no, like let's just keep it a secret. So we were good, and I told her that we didn't want to know. And so then she did show us the baby's legs though, kind of just to say like, yep, baby's good. And the baby's legs were like crossed, Indian style, which was really, really cool. Like I was like, oh, it's a little squirmed up in there. I don't know. I just thought that was really cute. And I saw its toes, and like I can see it all on my head still. It's really neat. Like it's just something that stays with you. I think as soon as you see it, it's not something you'll forget. So, and then she showed us the heart beating on the ultrasound. So we saw the heart beat really well, and that was really cool. And then yeah, it was done. Like I said, I wish it had been a little bit longer. I would have been pleased because she kind of just like scanned the baby and like let us see all parts of it. And I wish I could have just sat there for like a minute and just watched baby move. That's what I would have loved, is just to see baby squirming and stuff. But it was still good, and it was interesting knowing too that like this is the last time we're gonna see the baby. Like that's it on the ultrasound, and then when it's here in our arms, it's gonna be real. So it was cool to be like, that's inside of me, like it's a real baby. So that was awesome. Sorry if I'm running out of breath. I'm excited. And then she gave us 6 pictures that she printed out. So one, the baby is facing us. So it's just kind of, actually it's kind of creepy because it is an ultrasound. So it basically just shows like black and white and not as much stuff, obviously, for those of you who have never seen one, but just kind of showed like the skeletal outline of the baby. So it looks symmetrical, which I was like, that looks good, but it looked really creepy because it was flat, because it was just like the bone, it wasn't like the nose. So it was weird, but I was like, okay, that's good. And then the other ones, the baby was all from the side. So the baby was lying on its back, and the one, the baby's hand was like this. And then the next 3, which was the coolest, because they were taken within seconds of each other, probably the reason she did that is because she realized what it was doing. But the baby was sucking its thumb. It was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, what, the hand's there? But what made me realize it is that the baby's lips were like that, like they were sucking. And I was like, what? And then I realized, I was like, the hand's there where you couldn't see the thumb because it doesn't show every single detail. And I was like, the baby's sucking its thumb. That is so cool. She caught it sucking its thumb. So that was really neat. And then the last picture was of baby and its arm, and you can kind of see the umbilical cord, but the arm is like not sucking its thumb anymore. It's kind of just by its stomach, and it looks like Iron Man the way that it is. Like it has like, looks like the shape of Iron Man's head, and then like 2 eyes, and then the mouth. It's just the way it looks. It's actually the baby's hand, but I thought that was funny. I was like, an Iron Man made it in, so that was cool. So we got 6 pictures, which is really neat. She said baby weighs 15 ounces, which is good. And that the heart rate was 142. So last time we went was 5 weeks ago, was 154, and then this time it was 142. Still good. Like I think the numbers are fine as long as you're between like 120 and 160 or something like that. But I could be wrong, it could be a bigger scale. So baby's heartbeat's good. I also said to Brad it could just be lower because I don't know why, I was just nervous before I went, like I was really anxious, and so I think that had something to do with it because baby didn't really move a lot when we were there. Kind of kept quiet, so I think it just had to kind of do with my own anxiety of going. I don't know why. I was excited but nervous. I don't know why, but yeah, I think that's kind of what calmed down baby a little bit, made it not as like crazy in there. But yeah, so that was that. Really awesome. Now we have pictures, and other than that, just been feeling great. We've been going on some walks, which is good, trying to get them in every single day. I'm like, I need to do like an actual exercise. I need to do like a squat, but I just don't want to. I hate doing squats, so it's like, but I know it'll be better for me in delivery, just easier, so working on that. And then other than that, like I said, still doing well, still eating good, drinking lots, feeling great, wonderful. We're working on the nursery. That's something else that's really exciting. A lot has happened. I've kind of realized that I wanted to get the nursery done right away just because this whole like third trimester is in Christmas time, and I just know that we're going to be busy with a lot of things going on, and there's not going to be as much time to focus, and this is like just before Brad's going back to school, so it's before like we are both just working a lot. So I just said, let's just get the majority of it done now, and then we can worry about, well, then we don't have to worry about it. So we've got the crib is in, we've got the mattress, the bedding, we have the dresser, we have a couple accessories, we got a light, we got curtains, curtain rod up. This is all in like the past week, and it's awesome. It looks so cute, so cute. I'm so excited. So now it's just decorating, just like with what we want to put on the wall. We're gonna take time with that because we got, as I said, the basics, the foundation down, which was all stuff we knew that we wanted, but now for the wall, we just kind of want to wait and figure out what we're gonna do. But I'm loving it so far. It's so cute. We actually just put the curtains in before I filmed this. And so we close the curtains and turn on the little lamp, and because we have an overhead light, that's all that's in there, and I was like, well, I don't really want that for nighttime. Like, I want baby to know it's time to calm down, you're going to bed. And so we bought just a little lamp today, and it's like the perfect glow that it gives. It's so calming. I'm like, I just want to sit in here myself and just like zen out. It's so calm. So that was really cool. So nursery is coming along, and as I said, I'm going to show you guys a whole nursery tour later. I'm going to save that for closer to baby. But definitely will show you if I do any DIY projects. Like, we have some things in mind, so if we end up doing those, then I'll definitely show you guys. But been having fun decorating for sure, because you guys know I love to decorate, so having another room has been awesome. That is it for my 21-week my 21-week pregnancy update. I think that's all there is to say. Nothing crazy. There were a couple of nights when I couldn't sleep because I kept waking up to go pee, and that was annoying, and then trying to get back to bed and my mind was just racing. But I think it was just because it was a busy week at work, because I've slept pretty well the past couple nights, so hopefully that's over with, because I know the third trimester they say that getting sleep is hard, so I hope it's not starting already. But anyways, it's amazing being 21 weeks. I'm just loving every minute of it. I'm loving baby move. I'm excited for when baby grows and I can actually feel like baby's back and head like myself, so I'm just excited for all of it. I'm enjoying all of it. As I said, I love being pregnant. It's been awesome, and just feeling very blessed and thankful. Brad and I are so excited that our family has started, and we're excited as well. The timing of it just worked out perfectly without us even trying for it to work out perfectly. Just being able to have kind of like one last birthday by ourselves, one last Christmas by ourselves, and then introduce baby in a whole new year, just start off fresh. So I'm really excited. So thank you guys for following along on our journey. Now I'll show you my bump, and I'm wearing stripes again. So there we go, out of breath. Wearing my lovely maternity shorts, which I love so much. From the front, and then there from the side, 21 weeks. So yeah, I definitely now feel pregnant when I get dressed and when I go out. And I love having little baby in there, but that's it. 21-week bump. So as I said, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. And don't forget, you're all beautiful. Bye guys. And as I said, leave any comments or questions down below, because I want to do a Q&A. I didn't say that now, but I said it in the last one. Any questions down below so I can do a Q&A. All right, bye guys, love you.